family, join me in congratulating Varun for being September's Member of the Month. Varun, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so let's let the people know a little bit about yourself, right? So what do you do, age, where you're from, all those things.
So my name is Varun. So I'm from India. I'm born and raised in India.
Uh-huh.
So I did my bachelor's and studied till like bachelor's in India. So like I've been in United States from like past 9 years now.
Okay.
So I came to United States to pursue my master's in computer science and information security. So after graduating from Wilmington University, Delaware, I stayed for like a couple of years in New York. Then for the job purpose, like I got my first job in MetLife in Cary. So I moved to North Carolina in 2017. So from like it's been 6 years I've been in North Carolina. So like I used to I switched jobs like a couple of more, but like I used to stay in North Carolina. I love this place. So
Okay.
currently I'm working in Progressive Insurance Company as a software engineer. So there like my client is like located in Ohio, Mayfield, but I work remotely. So in 2021, me and my wife like bought a home in Fuquay. So we moved we moved to the Fuquay in 2022. So we live across the street from the TCF only. So
Yeah. So what brought you to Fuquay all the way from like the Delaware area, and especially if your work's mainly in Ohio?
so like I stayed in Ohio for a week, that too for to go to onset for a week. Then like from 2017, I've been in Cary only. So
Uh-huh.
this weather is same like in India. Like how I feel the weather. I hate snow, so I used to live in New York for like 2 years, no, 2.5 years in Long Island. So it's like too snow and too cold. So I hate snow and cold. So just like when I got my first job, like I stayed for like here 1 year, and I thought like I need to be here itself. So I just searching the if my contract is completed, then I used to search in here itself. So I worked in different companies. So I got a job in Ohio, but they offered me a remote. So
Yeah. So
I'm
you
staying
kind of
in
took it.
Fuquay. Yeah, but in the Cary, when I was searching for the homes, it's like skyrocket the prices. So I can't afford that much. So when we seen like I need something like in a spacious home which is having straight to the woods. But in Cary, if you want woods like that, is more expensive and the land is like shorter and you don't get much bigger lots. But in Fuquay, luckily I got this home and it's nice. So it's good for me now. Yeah.
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 There we go. And then so you said you were computer
Computer science information security. That's my
Okay.
major. Like,
Okay, and then
exactly.
you work for Progressive on like the cybersecurity side of things.
Yeah, this, not like in a complete cybersecurity side. I was working on a, cloud security side, which just means like in a where we all the informations like regarding protecting the data from our company. Working as like a security engineer there. So it's all kinds of like IT stuff. So like protecting the data and keeping secure our applications, our mobile applications, what you use in our phone apps or something like that. So we're like kind of protecting to them and like kind of work protecting the data for all the customers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what class time do you usually come to at the gym?
I come to like 5:30 to 6:30 is my regular class. Like 5:30 is my regular class. I come. That's what like on Saturdays it's only like 8:30 class. So
Yeah.
that's my regular schedule all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And then so you've been coming to the gym since February of 2023.
Yeah.
Right. And then with your fitness journey, kind of like you talked about how you never thought you would do weightlifting,
Yeah.
right? I guess why do you say that?
Because like when I was in 10th standard, my wrist was broken. So this one. So when I was in undergrad, my this arm is broken. Like when I was like I had an accident on the bike. So the two hands were like I cannot lift more weights on this hand, but I can manage with this one. So like so that's why I don't use much weights. But like when I joined in TCF, so like slowly like increasing my weight or my weights and just like doing like squats or like deadlifts or like dumbbells and carrying dumbbells. Like, so I'm started like 10, I guess 10 pounds. Then I'm started like 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm doing like deadlifts at more than 180, 190 and squats. I don't know how to do the squats like when I joined TCF. Like I was like it hurts my knees when I squat more, and like like gradually by like the help of coaches, like I'm just putting the weights, like started with the lighter weights to do the French squat weights. So then I'm doing like now 95 to 100 pounds now. That's like great improvement what I see from my end, like the strengths, like when from February to now.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see how far you've come in such a short amount of time,
Yeah.
right? And it's like that's one of the reasons why we wanted to kind of talk to you and make you member of the month, because of the amount of progress that you've made, and the dedication you have to the gym in such a short amount of time, which is awesome, and stuff. And then also they wanted the coaches really wanted to kind of get to know you a little bit better, because it's like you're so dedicated. You come in, do the workout, and then you go outside and start doing your steps and stuff, trying to get all those and stuff like that. So like one of the things that they want to talk to you about or ask about is like about cooking and gardening and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So as I like when I used to in India, like my mother used to cook food for me. So when I came to United States, like I need to cook my own food and prepare for my own self, like just like. So I used to call my mother and ask in the phone like how to cook some, like she used to tell me some recipes. So then I started cooking. So I got interested, like because when you have like group of friends and who don't know cooking, and every time we don't need like we need to go outside and eat the food. So which is like more money when we're coming as a student and need to spend a lot of money on the food itself. So that's what like I started cooking. Then I learned like increasing day by day and cook food for my friends. We used to have like 5 to 6 people. Then I used to cook food for all of them, and then it like getting habit. And now like I can cook easily to 20 to 25 people at a time in my home. I host parties in my home, so I cook like different types of like Indian cuisines. I cook more of the Indian cuisines, like the biryanis or something like butter chicken or butter paneer. Anything like Indian dishes I cook more. But when come to the like pastas like when I went with my wife to Olive Gardens, I tasted like for the first time in like 5 to 6 years ago. I just tasted the Olive Garden pastas. So I just like liked the pasta and just came home and seeing the cooking videos. I just learned how to cook the pastas also. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mostly like cooking like the Indian food or pastas or something like that?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. That's all. I bake more. Like my wife bakes cakes more. Like she bakes like banana bread or something, like any type of cake or any type of bread she bakes very well. And I used to help her. Yeah.
Okay. And then do y'all pretty much like make it from scratch or something like that, or?
Like anytime everything we made is from scratch. So if I make like something like a tres leches cake or something like that, we used to bake the cake from the flour itself and from all ingredients, and we bake, and we used to make the cool pastries also in our home, like this, because of all the COVID when we don't have much work in the COVID. So like for just like in the weekends for the activity, like we just prepare some food for our just like trying in YouTube videos, and just we used to make some cakes and everything for
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
And so and then also I think well, Mom was saying that you have like a garden out back.
Yes, like when we moved to our home, so my wife is like interested in organic farming stuff.
Okay.
So she like collect the seeds and everything. So what we made like is like carrots, cucumbers, lettuce, and tomatoes and spinach, and other like different Indian vegetables we used to grow in our home. We made like a veggie bed garden type stuff, and we just like build some like with the threads we used to build like a net for them to hang the to like put the like leaves to the hooks, and then it will float all over the places. Like then you'll get some like cucumbers. Like we used to have like we harvested till now like 5 to 6 batches of cucumber. We used to like give it to all our neighbors, like almost like every time we harvest that one, like, we used to get like 10 to 12 cucumbers at a time. And carrots or more. Last year we got like I don't know, like 20 carrots, and this year we got lettuce. Like lettuce is more now, and we used to produce the corn also, but corn is like we got like 10 12 of them this year. But like it's for all home itself. So we just, if we need, and if we want to eat the spinach today, so we just go and harvest it today, and just we clean it and we cook the day itself. So no chemicals or nothing, just from the whole home.
It's the organic kind of farming.
So if we grow the like if like we like my wife eat rice, So white rice. So when she washed the rice, so she stored the water rice in the container, and she put those to the flowers or like into the plants. That is like a nutrition to the uh, plants, so that it will grow more healthier. Like as for the protein, so that is for the starch. The water has some starch, so it is more healthier for the plant roots.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like we used to like put these rose flowers around our home. So if it just like eggshells, what we eat the eggshells, we used to put for those those are good protein for the rose flowers also.
Yeah, for the plants and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, do y'all use your garden to kind of help with your cooking and stuff like that, having
Yeah,
fresh ingredients?
Yeah, like it's a passion for us. So like my wife has more passion for the gardening, so she's learning like more and doing some research in our by our own and just making some like little progress in our garden. But this year
Yeah.
we made some good progress, I could say. Yeah.
Good. So she does the gardening, you do the cooking.
Yeah, but I cook more of the non-vegetarian stuff. She likes more like I used to cook chicken and lamb, something like I cook more. Like it's my like I cook my own way of styling. So she cook her own style. So like it's different. So she likes more of cooking me. But for coming to the vegetarian, she cooks very well than me. So
Okay.
that's what we.
Good. Yeah, you got to know your strengths and then also make sure that everybody is kind of like switching off or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you don't want to always be having to cook everything. And then I guess when you do go out to eat, where do you usually like to go?
Sorry,
Is there, like,
out. We don't have any favorite restaurant, to be honest.
Okay.
So like we me and my wife went like 5 years ago in an Olive Garden restaurant. So whenever we go to that, like wherever which state we go, we definitely go to that Olive Garden particularly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like we met like when we first like seen each other and we met and we went to the first restaurant is Olive Garden. So that's what we believe like. We whenever we go to new place, we want to go and sit in that new Olive Garden, a new place in the new state that like new Olive Garden there.
Yeah.
So that's what like every state. Whenever I went, I stay like we both went like seated in like Olive Garden.
And so how many Olive Gardens do you think you've been in?
So me and my wife went to almost like how many states I could say. I went to Myrtle Beach and South Carolina, North Carolina, and New York, and Ohio, and Maryland. Almost like 5 to 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
But then that's a thing wherever you go new,
Yeah.
you try and find the
Yeah,
closest
at
Olive
least,
Garden.
yeah. Because we like to try the new foods. Like my wife want to try some new foods, so that's why we. And for here, like when I came to North Carolina, I'm more habituated to the Mexican restaurants also. Weekends, like I used to go. Like we went to some. I think I covered all the restaurants nearby.
Mhm.
I don't know exact names or like the pronunciations, but I went to all the new places.
Yeah,
But
you just know how to get there.
yeah.
There you
You
go.
just see in the recommendations from the Instagram, just go and see their places. Like we used to get like new fancy restaurants,
Mhm.
so that's why it's good. Yeah,
Good, man. Yeah, I mean you gotta go out there and change it up sometimes. Not always go to Olive Garden. Go to the Mexican restaurant, right? Well, cool, man. And then so I mean like we've already talked about what you started in TCF back in February, but before you started in February, you had like this step goal thing that you were shooting for.
yes. Like before starting TCF, but starting for 1 week before, I'd taken this challenge like 10,000 steps a day.
Uh-huh.
I used to do in COVID because of the laziness. I whenever like I got married in 2021
Okay.
December. So when I went to India and came back, and all my food habits were changed. I started eating more. I used to not eat in the mornings. Like I used to do like intermittent fasting. But when I came from India in 2021, I stopped. I started eating like crazy and eating like pizzas and burgers and like whatnot, everything like in cheesy stuff or like everything fat foods. I'm started eating and drinking alcohol, taking like in the doing more partings because like we are getting close to our home and inviting all friends and just like from I could say from Jan to this January, from 2020 to January to 2023 January, I just like eating crazily and started like gaining more weight. I could not believe like I'm not fitting any of my older clothes or like present clothes which I bought or recently also I'm not unable to fit in that clothes. So I decided just like why can't I start something like movements like workouts this like in the home, like not the heavy, like just going outside and walking for a couple of minutes and come home. So when I started the steps, I could not move more than 2,500 steps. So the second day I started, fourth day, and after 1 week I started like doing like 10,000. So then I started like, okay, I got some movement and energy now. So I want to join any of the fitness clubs or like any of the gyms or something like. But if I go to gym, I cannot like, I just do for like one treadmill or something. I'll come home. So then it's not a matter of like I need some more people, like a couple of people who should around me and like a group class or something like that. I want something like a motivation type and be on there. So I'm like an introvert guy and shy guy. I don't talk much, and I don't want to go outside and do, and if I doing some workout, people might think and doing jokes of me. That kind of prospections is like in my mind itself, but like I'm a little bit shy of anyone. So that's what I don't want to go to anywhere. But like I realize like I'm losing my, like I'm almost like into the obese, and I want to go to some other gym and start working. So then I search in the Google, and like 2 miles or 1 mile from my home, it's like TCF is there. I just came into the and talk with you. I just expressed all my like things, like what I'm having issues and what is my strength and what's my weakness. I told everything. I just want to be honest at the time, and I don't want to like, I want to be myself and come here and represent myself to you and say like, these are my problems, and this is my like weakness of my strength activities. So I came here, and the day itself I signed up for the program, and I went from the day itself, from February 15th. I don't remember exact date, but from the day itself like coming regularly, and I used to come for like 4 days a week. But every time even if it's 5 minutes drive, I used to come like 10 to 15 minutes early to class and sit here and watch people and see like how they're doing. And whenever there is new work, like the workouts are posted, I used to search in the YouTube and see the videos how we need to do, and take a walk. I'm increasing my step count from 10,000 to 12,000. 13,000 is my average now, the steps count. Like I used to like take a challenge in my office also last month, so which is like 160 miles a month. So I've taken the challenge. I'm walking like 160 miles a month. So that's what's like I keeping targeting my steps count day by day, and keep on coming to the class regularly. I'm coming 5 days a week. So if I skip one day also, I used to, if I go to some other places, I used to come, I'm coming earlier. So if I have like 6:30, I need to go outside. So I'm coming 4:30 class for day, and just doing the workout 1 hour before, and just going home and getting fresh and going outside. So I just keeping my schedules like, I don't want to miss the classes. If I miss the classes, I'm like becoming lazy. So I feel like I need to go to out of town for a couple of days. So that taken like a long weekend, and it caught like I did not been to class for like 5 days. So when I came 6th day into the class, I feel like more lazy. I cannot lift the weights. Then our coaches helped me to just like do whatever you want to do, but don't sit idle. So
Yeah.
then started from the next day, I became normal. So like like if we skip for a couple of days, then I become like lazy, and after like 1 to 2 days, I become normal and do regular weights and everything. So
Yeah.
that's what I feel now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool in the beginning watching you get here early, kind of like what you said, but not just sitting here and watching people. You would get here early, walk around the gym to get some extra steps in. You then do the workout or do the class, and then you would then go back outside, get some extra steps in, and then get in your car and go home.
Yeah.
It's cool to see how far that you've come
Yeah.
within such a short amount of time. I mean, again, it's all because of your dedication, and I mean, like you said, you started off coming 4 days a week, now you're 5 days a week, and like you're pretty, I mean, really, really consistent with that, which is awesome, right? And then, like you said there, where it doesn't matter what's going on or whatever, you try and make sure you're getting in here, right? It doesn't matter what your schedule is or whatever, you try and make it a point to make it here however you can, right? It's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, and then what other positive impacts have you seen since working out at TCF?
So first of all, I see like a more active person in my home now. So like if I like run couple of meters or like climbing steps, I used to get like more breath, like before joining TCF, I could say, and not very active, and like lazy person sitting at home and watching TVs. But when I started working here, so I became more active in my body. I could feel like I can run now easily. when I was started, like I used to, if I run 200 meters, I could not run more than 200 meters, but now I can run 600 meters at a time, one stop, but in a slow pace, not in a fast pace. But I'm just making some consistency in running, and just like, with my pace also while running also, and like like when I joined, before joining the TCF, I don't know, like I used to see in the calculated body weight like in the pounds itself, but when I joined the TCF, like I was like body weight and the body fat also should lose. So that's the main goal, and keeping muscle, gaining the muscle is also important. So that's what I learned when I was like doing the my weights and everything. I feel my body like getting in a tone shape, not like an when we do like more, I see like when we do more cardio, we will become like a lean person, not like a fit person, I could say, because of my personal experience. Now I'm just getting like a toned body, not perfect tone, but now I eventually started. Now it's I can see my body weight and body fat loss, and what's the difference, like the fat loss, how I'm gone in my body fat now, and the weight, I mean, and lot of inches in my body waist and overall body. So I could see like I'm taking the older clothes now to wear that I can fit easily into my 5 to 6 years old clothes now. That's a good improvement. And whenever someone see like along back, my friends, they are seeing, like they are getting shocked, like what you're doing, like how we are getting, like how much progress you made from past, like when we met like 6 months ago now, and you are doing great. So even my mom used to say, when she sees in my video call, and says like you change a lot. And that's what I see. Like all I see is like when we get compliments from other people, like saying like they will tell you the real progress. And I think like the weight scale also doesn't, I think the weight scale, what I see is, I don't believe now, because I believe in my clothes which I fit older, because like weight will fluctuate a day by day. I don't know, like when we eat too much a day, and the next day if we not eat, like the weight will increase the day morning and may decrease. But the body fat, what we need to see is like more important, and the muscle strength is more important. What I believe now after joining the TCF now.
Yeah, because it's more important. Like the weight may never change, but as long as you're gaining the muscle, losing the body fat, that's what matters. And also the energy levels, you just being able to do more things. Let's say if your wife wants to go outside and garden, you can go out there and do it for as long as she wants to do it, rather than having to be like, whoa, I need to take a break and go sit down or something like that.
Yeah, like I used to move my lawn, like and just sit. When I moved my lawn, I just like completely dehydrated and just sitting in my home. So when I joined TCF, after completing my class on the Saturdays, I used to go home and move my whole yard and do all the gardening stuff, and I'll be active, and I can go around, do some grocery shopping. I just like become more active than before. That I could see. Yeah,
it's like what you said. Just the more energy, the more ability to do more things.
Yeah.
Right, and so you can actually go out there rather than feeling like you have to break your day up so that you have the energy later on. You can just go ahead and go out there and do whatever you need to do, get the job done.
Yeah, but it's great. That's all I can say. Like from nowhere, like I never touched the barbell in my entire life, I could say. I never touched a barbell.
Yeah, so. I think you said you've done some stuff with dumbbells and stuff prior, but I mean, you said you had never really lifted weights with the barbell or anything like that before.
Yeah, so when I was like joined for the elements class, I used to see the people there like doing crazy, like lifting like 200, 300 pounds. I thought like, can I lift like the barbell itself?
Just the barbell? Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, you now you're one of those crazy people out there doing the 200, 300 pounds.
Yeah. Now it's like, because of all I think the people who are in the class also helped me to get the place. So whenever like, I think it's a nice idea who thought like, but doing like in a teams, like 2 people. So it's nice because like when I joined, like when it was my Saturday's first class, I was teamed up with a person. I don't know, like when we used to team up with all different people. So they help me to just move on my body. Like they are not insisting to do more weights. Just like do whatever you want, you do, and keeping consistently. And they used to cover my reps. And later, like I'm doing it. Everyone in the classes, like we used to switch a lot. But I think Sarah will be my like every time I used to do be with her, and she just like motivate me, just like do. And she like if I'm like having any trouble, she used to modify the workout at that time and say like do this way. And yeah, because like it was nice working with her. Like she like when I was doing the bench press, I started with 50, I guess. Now the highest rep I get is like 100 and 110, I guess. So she helped me like just move on, like keep consistent, and she used to guide me how to do properly.
Mm-hmm.
So and my coaches like who are there in the TCF, like by talking with them, if I have some issues with my knee pains, and they used to suggest me like move in a proper like do proper movements. And I never thought like no one is watching us like while doing the workouts. Every like the coach will see each and every person. That's what I've seen. Like when I was doing the corners of the gym, also they will come and see whether I'm doing in a correct way or not.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing something wrong, they will just come and like correct the position.
Yeah, be like, hey, what's going on over here, right?
Yeah, that's what like whenever like I never thought like because like there are like 5 to 10 people or suppose 10 people in a class, and we don't think like no one is watching us, but the coach will monitor each and every person. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
It's my personal experience what from my I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. And then what would you say to someone that's on the fence about joining?
Like if this like if someone wants to join the TCF,
Mm-hmm.
it's a great step to start here, because you learn from the basic. And if you're not like I'm like a person who don't know anything about the CrossFit, I joined here and making this much progress, and like instead of like losing the body also body weight, you will also gaining the muscles and keeping active your body more and more, and keeping your healthy habits now, and changing in your lifestyle also. So someone who want to try like start the fitness journey, I would suggest TCF, because they could learn more easily, and the people who are here are friendly, and the coaches, everyone who's there here like will help you guys, or like whom you're coming here like will like all will help you to reach your goals. That's I could say.
Yeah, we'll all do everything we can to help you reach whatever your goals are.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's what we're here for. Everybody has a goal they're trying to reach. We're all here to help everybody reach that. Right.
Yeah.
Awesome, Varun. Again, thank you for taking your time and letting the people get to know you a little bit better and everything like that. And again, congratulations for being September's Member of the Month, man.
Thank you, man. I don't know. I'm becomes like too fast to get the member of the month. I never thought like I used to see the photos here
Uh-huh.
when I come to the class, or like what's the member of the month? How they picked? Like, it's like I used to ask the people. So now okay, when I see my phone, like you are the member of the month. Oh, I never been like I never thought like I will be like a member of the month, because like I'm making progress now, but in the soon fast like in 6 months I became the member of the month. It's like okay, I keep like more motivated now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, it's all because of your consistency right out of the gate. Dedication to everything. You're doing all the right things, and just the progress that you've made in such a short amount of time. I mean, that just puts you. I mean, again, we're trying to highlight the people that are doing the right things right.
Yeah.
Right. And then so you are doing those things, and we want to make sure that people kind of know about you. They can maybe connect with you, your experience, your background, your prior fitness experience, whatever that may be,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so, I mean, you're a great example of, what to do, right? Just get in here, just get moving. Doesn't matter how you're doing it, just stay consistent.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Awesome work, man.